Bernard, obviously a very disappointing and frustrating evening. I think the best place to start would be the pivotal turning point of the game, which is the red card. First of all, your thoughts on that red card?
Well, whether I agree it is or not, it stands and it's not. I can't just say what's cost us, but it's an integral part of what's cost us. But we bring stuff on ourselves. James is experienced enough to know that any contact or anything in that type of area of the pitch, then the player's going to play the game, and rightly so. We'd expect our number 9 to do that. So everything that's happened today, we deserve, and we have to take it on the chin.
11v11, we dominated the ball, didn't create much, but what did you think of our performance 11v11?
We control the ball, which is a massive thing that we've asked us to do since we've come in terms of possession and our game management and utilising the ball better. I feel like we've done that today. Bradford will give you that platform to do that. They'll try and stay in the game as long as they can. They're organised. They kept 2 clean sheets prior to today's game against full-times opposition. So we was under no illusion it was going to be tough, and we was under no illusion it was going to allow us to have the ball. But as I said at half time, when you have lots of the ball, you've got to make the right decision. And the reason we're playing at this football and managing that football is that reason. We often make the wrong decision in possession. However, you're right, we looked good. We looked organised. We moved the ball well. Jordan had a good chance down the left-hand side. And with that, as you just, building momentum, the red card comes. And it's a case of, do you go all guns blazing, try and get the win, or do you, stay tight, distance is right, be hard to beat. And when you do that, they have lots of ball and they're working the ball up the pitch really well. And eventually it took a wonder goal to break us down, and I thought we looked like solid. We never looked like winning the game, let's be honest. But with that group of players, there's likelihood is we can counter, we can play for a set and maybe win the game that way, which was the plan. But fair play to Bradford, great strike. Second goal was a great strike, and unfortunately, we've not got it right tonight.
You speak about the plan. Up to the goal, which was a wonder strike, impossible to save. Was the plan almost executed perfectly at that point in the second half?
Yeah, we frustrated them, as you could see. The players was saying, they was demanding and commanding and screaming and shouting at each other, because when you allow a side to have lots of ball, they have to do something with that ball. And like I said, just touching it at this level of football, if you're not a possession-based side and you have lots of the ball, then you will become frustrated, because it's about movement off the ball, your rotations, and having an idea of how to do it. Now, Mark Bauer's team weren't set up to play against 10 men today. So when the transition in that game happens and we go down to 10 men, then his game plan changes. They then become the aggressors. They're the ones that are expected to win the game. And he stood by it, they stood by it, and they grinded us down, albeit we was very good defensive flair. It's a great strike, and you've got to hold your hands up sometime.
And in terms of, you spoke about the word momentum. It must be very frustrating, because Jono after the game on Saturday at the Curzon win said fantastic performance. Very frustrating not to be able to carry that on.
Absolutely. There was 8 games prior to today's game starting. Everybody talks about playoffs. Is it doable? We were 3 points off playoffs before tonight's game, and you go in there and all you ask for is that little bit of momentum. You need the luck along the way. Everybody does. But again, we can stand there all night, talk about the wrongs and the rights. We've lost 2-0. We've failed to score again at home, which is a concern for us. But there's mitigating circumstances as to that tonight. We've got to dust ourselves down, get it into training Thursday night, work hard, and look at it again Saturday.